why I make that noise. Do you guys ever make weird noises with your mouths? Like, I always make this weird, like that kind of noise. It's so weird. But I feel like I just do it in, like, moments of paused silence. I don't know. Anyways. I'm weird, guys. I know. I already knew that. You don't have to tell me. Even though if you want to, you can. Because I'm not going to care. Because I know I'm weird. We're going to get going here in just a second, though, so don't you worry. Oh, I guess I could put this up here, huh? Let me open this up for you guys, because I'm going to get y'all's feedback really quick, in case you didn't already provide your input. But as you guys hop in, do me a favor and say hello in the comments. And also, please just do me one more quick favor, if you will, but hit that thumbs up button right below this video. That way other people just like yourself who are interested in learning more about marketing can potentially see the video come up in their thread. It's kind of how marketing works. You guys all know it's about an algorithm, right? And that's really what we're trying to do. We're trying to show more marketers who want to learn about digital marketing that we do live trainings and live Q&As, so that way they can get the help they need. But also, make sure you write that comment, because I would like to get to know you as well. So the only way I can really get to know you guys is, especially in the live trainings, like, I see comments, obviously, especially people, like, that's what you don't understand. If you really need to get someone's attention, no matter who it is, if you are consistently commenting on pretty much like everything they do, eventually they will see something. If you're like commenting now obviously the bigger people get, the harder that becomes, but that is the general idea, because I see people who post on any of my accounts, really. If you're posting regularly, eventually I do see your name, and then eventually I get to know that name. So the process says he just got his first 2 clients thanks to me. Well, that's awesome, man, but really it's thanks to you. You put in the time and the effort to learn how to do it. So, and you obviously learned something that was just helpful. I'm just glad I could help you get there. I'm going to share my screen in just a second. And I want you guys' feedback. So actually, let me bring my YouTube window over here so I can see y'all's feedback. And then we're going to do screen. Alright, so you guys tell me what you think about these logos and which one do you like the best. So, and I won't say anything yet because I don't want to make it biased at all. But do you like the top left, top right, middle left, middle right, bottom left, or bottom right? Which ones are your favorites out of this? And try to write them all in one message, please, just because that would make it easiest if you think like more than one looks good. But I'm curious to know what you guys think would be, and just keep in mind, these are still concepts. These are not fine-tuned. We haven't gone through any revision stages, because that's what people, like so many people, I put this on Facebook and they're like, oh man, the line work is off, like the sizing on things is wrong and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, guys, this is the conceptual round. Like, we're just trying to get what type of like design we want to have, because as you can see, like each one of these kind of has its own look, right? Like this is completely different from this up here. And then what you do is you take the designs you like and then you make variations of this design. Like, so for example, you know, if this was our favorite design right here, we would take it and say, okay, we'll make adjustments here in the E, maybe make this a different color and let us see what that would look like. Maybe, you know, move this somewhere down here. I don't know. You know, we would play around with it, essentially, is what we're saying. And we would make different variations. I do like this little E, though, with the spoon in it. The only issue is, like, there's no C. So I'd like to find a way, if we could, to incorporate the C in the E right here as well. That'd be pretty dope. Like CE in one and then the spoon somehow. But anyways, that's not even my favorite one. I just think that was a unique design. So all right, let me see what we got here. We've got top left, lower right, bottom left, top left, and bottom right, top left, bottom left, top left, middle left. A lot of people like the top left one too, and that's the thing too. I really like the top left one as well. We want to make some adjustments. Like I want to take like a thin blue line and put it right here between the C on both sides, and then keep this part hollow, so that way like it still looks like a C, but it also looks a little bit more like a bowl. You know, that would be pretty dope. So she's going to make several different variations of this one right here because we told her we like this one. I'm trying to figure out if I want to make different variations of this one and this one and this one because we kind of like all four of these designs, and they're like in their own respect, they're really cool and unique. So we're going to have her make different variations of all of these different designs here. Eric Banner says the whole right side is bad in my opinion. Yeah. Some people like this whole infinity sign with the spoons right here. I just don't know if I like it too much. Like, I feel like infinity signs are kind of overplayed. So I don't know if I want to use it. I like the idea of what she did with the spoons, though. It's just I'm not sure if that's what I want. Starship Enterprise in the bottom left. That's surprising that you said the bottom left, because everybody's been saying these top two look like the Starship. Like... Oh my god, hold on. Let me find that Facebook post. My buddy Forrest. He commented on it. It was so funny. I started dying laughing. I'll show you guys. Where is it at? There it is. This is what my buddy Forrest said. You can see, bottom right was his selection. He said, the ones on the left look like... And I just had, like, theme song music going in the back of my head. Like, I was dying when I saw this. Anyways. But yeah, so a lot of people said that looked like the Starship Enterprise. So you like the gradient on the bottom left. See, and that I like the gradient too. I'm trying to figure out if we want to do this, you know, up here. Because the gradient is, I don't know, in my opinion, gradient looks really cool. Sometimes it can be a pain as far as design and implementing it into different designs, but I kind of like the gradient. Please don't close out the C on future mods. What do you mean, like up here in this top left? It's just to see what it looks like. Because see, like right here, it doesn't look like a C. So basically, they're pretty much the same design. This one's closed. So instead of closing it in, I want a thin blue line going from here to here on both sides that kind of encloses it, but we leave it hollow on the inside so you still see the C. Right? But it looks more like a bowl, I think, if we did the thin blue line. But anyways, she's trying to come up with some other concepts for us. I just wanted to see you guys' opinion on all of this because obviously this is important. And yeah, y'all could see I'm over there. My Bitcoin day trading screen is up. All right. So let me see here. We're going to get to some questions here in a minute. That's what I meant to do, okay. Let me say hey to everybody really quick. Adslam, what's going on? Ultra Shotgun, Ezekiel, Nikki, Chet. Chet said, yo, pimp. What up, pimp? I love the diversity we get with these live calls. It's always great. Chris Brown. Oh my God, guys, we got Chris Brown on the call today. What's up, Chris Brown? You got to sing us something. We need to hop on a call together. We could you could make me famous. I'm just kidding. But yeah, congrats. The process got their first 2 clients. It's actually a he, but he got his first 2 clients. He says it's thanks to me. I say it's thanks to him and his commitment to learning the material. Really, when you take your time and truly understand the product you're selling, but not only that, how to sell it, you're gonna have better results. So congrats again to you. I'm glad all of my training and programs have been able to help you get to the next level and start your agency off on the right foot. I also had a student today message me. Let me see because it was just, I always love getting these messages because we get them more and more often as we get more and more students inside of our program. You guys know we have a private group for all of our students. And as we get more students in our program, we get tons and tons of people who, start to have real results with their agency, especially when we get those people who are just super committed, which we have so many committed students, and it's just awesome to see. I'm trying to find this post really quick. I'm pretty sure it was done earlier today. Might have been in the mentorship group. But one of our students landed a 3-month contract, so a minimum 3-month spend with his agency. Yeah. Here it is. He's in our mentorship program, which if you're not in the mentorship program, guys, you're really missing out. I'm telling you guys, this is one of the greatest programs out there as far as marketing agency related training and content. It's only $10 per month, and you get pretty much almost 50 trainings a year if you sign up. And you don't have to sign up for a year. You can do month to month, which if you do that, you get basically 4 trainings every single month, sometimes 5 if we have 5 weeks in a month where that would happen. But let me go over here really quick again. You can see Alex says he just got his first client paying $2,500 every month for 3 months. So you can see here is his actual contract, and he's thanking me basically for helping him get his pricing and his service offering together as far as his actual contract, and not only that, but how to sell and everything like that. But you can see this is kind of his plan that he produced. I think he said he's doing $1,500. Yeah, $1,500 on Facebook and Instagram ad spend. He's doing a little bit of a web setup and ad management and setup for $300, and then content production and management for $700. So really, he's just focusing on running ad campaigns for this client. And I believe he said it's a loan officer. Yeah, loan officer. And loan officers actually spend a lot of money on advertising because they make a decent amount of money, guys. But Alex has had some results, so I'm super happy to always get these types of comments from people where they're saying hey, we just got all these clients because of you, and I'm just like, all right, well, it's not really because of me, because it's really because of you, but yeah. I just helped get you guys the knowledge you needed to get there. But again, that's why we started this whole channel. Sorry guys, I'm taking a picture really quick because this is always good, stuff to have in the future. All right, so hello everybody who I didn't say hello to. If you said hello and I didn't say hey directly to you, but we're going to go ahead and get into some of the questions. If you guys have questions about marketing, running an agency, digital marketing in general, feel free to post them right below in the comments. Also, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, do us a favor, and let other people see that we have live training, because that's what that thumbs up does. It helps other marketers who are looking for information, or other business owners looking for marketing information that, you might have been in that same position before in your life. So, if you were looking for that channel, I always get people who message and they're like, dude, I wish I would have seen this channel a long time ago, because, they find it, later on. Obviously, we had a ton of subscribers in the beginning, but as we grow, that means, more time has gone by. But people are always like, yeah, just wish I would have found you earlier. I'm like, yeah, well, we do our best to get out there. So, anyways, wait, let me see. There's actually some more feedback. I need to shave my beard. It's starting to itch. Are businesses with no Facebook pages, or sometimes not even a number, good clients or bad clients? Well, I mean, that's the thing, Chris. Good and bad is really a lot of the time determined by whether the client can even afford your service to begin with, right? Because if you get a client, let's say for $500, but you're promising them, $1,000 to $1,500 worth of services, and you're not pricing. Basically, what I'm saying is you're not pricing your services properly. Then that client is going to turn out to be a bad client, because you're going to have a lot of issues with, number one, just making money, but number two, even producing results for that client. And they're probably not going to be able to afford month 2 or 3, meaning you don't really have a committed client. So the biggest thing I would say is, when you're looking for a client, you want to make sure that they're able to afford the services. That's really the biggest hurdle that most agency owners have to overcome in the beginning, is they don't understand the value of their service and what they should be pricing themselves at. So, but that being said, a business that has the budget and they just haven't put a lot of effort into online marketing at this point would definitely be a good client. Unfortunately, at this point in time, there aren't too many businesses like that anymore. And the reason why is because the digital trend started years and years ago, over 10 years ago, almost over 15 years ago, as far as businesses putting their presence really online outside of a website, right? So, there are clients out there like that, but there aren't too many of them. And if you are finding clients that are like that, then they are probably they're more than likely going to be a new business, and new businesses don't always have the budget. So, really what I look for, I guess that would be a better thing to say, is what I look for is a business that has attempted to set up a social presence, because that's someone you can tell they know that they need to be in the space, or that you see in some of my favorite types of businesses to target are businesses that you see advertising in different mediums. For example, if you see a local business advertising on TV or on a billboard or in a mail that's being sent to your house or your business, then those are businesses that number one, they're spending money. Like, that's where most people, they don't even realize everything you do on a day-to-day basis, you just need to really pay attention to your surroundings. That was one of the first things someone in sales taught me. When I worked at the agency in Jacksonville, I had several sales reps that were teaching me different aspects of sales and how to find or prospect businesses for marketing campaigns. And the best tip I ever learned was finding businesses that are already spending, because a lot of the time they just need someone who can do it right, or they need the proper direction. And so I would go and find mailers. I would go pick up, you ever walked into like a Publix or a Kroger or a grocery store, and they have those little stands in the front with like the little advertising booklets? I go pick those up, because those are businesses spending money on advertising. Now what you need to do is get them to convert that money from print advertising, radio advertising, TV advertising, billboards, whatever, into digital advertising. And that is so easy to get people on board with when you can show them the return on investment compared to a TV ad or a billboard, something like that. You can show them the amount of impressions you're going to get will be much higher, and it'll be at a much cheaper cost. So why spend on billboards outside when people are driving, when you can be on a billboard on their phone at a much cheaper cost, right? Billboards are, seriously, they're some of my favorite, especially if you can find local billboard or local businesses doing billboards and print advertising, mailers to your house or magazines or anything like that. Those are some of the best clients you can get or try to go after. Delshawn Green, how do you feel about cold video outreach? I mean, cold video outreach is, it's definitely, I would say, more effective than sending a message or cold calling or cold emailing, but it also takes more time, right, to put together. And it doesn't really take as much time as you'd think, but it does require more time, because you want to shoot a customized video per client. And you can even set up something as simple as Loom and shoot videos, one after the other. Just go down a list of clients and shoot Loom video after Loom video, and then send them off via email. But again, my preferred method, guys, is networking. And again, I said this the other day in a training, a MAP mentorship training, but the benefit of networking is, okay, number one, it's mutually beneficial, especially if we're able to help each other's businesses, right? Like if I can provide marketing and say, they have some kind of service they can offer me, then it's mutually beneficial for both parties. We're both helping each other's business grow. The other thing is, even if I don't get anything out of them from their business, they might have contacts that they can introduce me to, or maybe even have referrals that they can bring to me later on. So every potential relationship that I build has a return on my investment further than just a potential client or some sort of resource. They can potentially introduce me to people that could also help me later on. Or maybe they provide a service later on that could help me out, even more. Whereas if I'm doing cold messaging and cold calling, I'm spending a lot of time getting told no and making pointless connections with people, right? Because I'm calling a business of saying, hey, I'm trying to sell somebody something. And, sometimes I'm going to get a yes. That's great. That's, added value to my business. But every single no is literally just a waste of time outside of getting practice in sales and getting closer to that next yes, right? That's just a sales mentality. You get closer to that next yes and you're getting practice at selling, which is great, but it doesn't provide me any value past that, right? Where a relationship with someone via networking will, provide a lot more return down the line because you have other resources that you can potentially get from that person, or they're able to provide you more value in some way. Maybe they're able to mentor you in some way, right? There's all sorts of ways that value is built out, or that value comes out of a relationship. And so I don't know, personally, I just think it's worth it more to invest my time in networking, because the return later on, honestly, networking is like SEO, where cold emailing and cold messaging and cold videoing is more like PPC, right? If you guys know about digital marketing, dude, that's like a perfect acronym. I need to make that into a meme. I'm going to make that into a meme. But SEO is networking, and cold emailing, cold messaging, cold calling is like PPC, because SEO builds that long-term residual value, right? Or passive value almost, where PPC is that direct value, but you're also spending money, and everything that doesn't convert is a waste. Not really a waste 100%, right? Just like with cold calling and cold emailing, but it's also not as valuable as SEO in the long run, right? Because SEO is going to add in that added value, where you're not doing anything later on to receive value. Let me see here. So, Chris, I hope that answers your question. I like the spoon and the C. I did a little sketch. We'll send a PM on Facebook. Nikki, thank you very much for... Yeah, dude, that was cool, too. Like, I posted it on Facebook, and I had so many people who were either followers or friends, like, take the time to draw sketches and then send them to me. You guys are seriously amazing. Like, I'll post something, and I just get feedback from out of, like, I don't know, just from all over the place. And it's amazing to see people, like, actually care that much to take the time and draw out sketches and things like that. Where do we sign up for the mentorship? I'll sign up now. The process, all you got to do is go to serialentrepreneur.academy, our website, and then under courses, find digital marketing courses, and then you'll see the mentorship program. So I can actually show you guys. I'll just show you because it's so much easier. So if you go to our website right here, you can see we have courses, right? And then we have build a digital marketing agency, and then we have the monthly mentorship program right here. And it's only $10 a month, guys. You get, like, if you spend $120 in the entire year. And the cool thing is, if you buy the Digital Marketing School 2.0 right now, we're only doing this for a limited time, but if you buy the Digital Marketing School 2.0 right now, you get this program for free for a year. So you save an extra $120 right there. Like, but you're getting 50 more trainings absolutely free. But even if you don't, it's only $120 for a full year, $10 a month, and you're getting, not to mention, you're getting all of the bonus trainings. We have tons of bonus trainings that are already included before you even join. They're already sitting there waiting for you. So you jump in, you get like 10 free trainings, and then you get one training every single week where we go into something like, we spend an entire month going into building a Facebook ad campaign, like the step-by-step process of building a Facebook ad campaign. But you also get live access kind of like this with me. So it's super, super fun, but also it's, it's the most value you can get out of a marketing program. So in case you wanted to know. What's the best place to find contractors? Well, if you guys want my honest opinion, I used to think it was Upwork, but Upwork they're flexing on people, I'll tell you that much, because they are releasing this whole or they're updating or upgrading, I guess, their paid version or paid platform for businesses that are hiring people on there. So I believe it's like $500 a month if you want like unlimited job applicants for your job postings. There's all kinds of other like things that come with it, but it's like $500 a month. And then I think the next package below that was like $50 a month. And those are the only two packages they offered. And then you get I think you get like 5 to 10 or something like that job respondents for each job posting that you have, which is ridiculous. Like Upwork is turning it, like, it used to be great for people but I'm telling you right now, if they keep that, they're going to lose a huge base of people using the platform. Like even me, I spend thousands of dollars a month on Upwork, and I'm probably going to start shifting a lot of my contracting, or at least new hires in the future. I'm going to be shifting that to FreeUp, which we've already been doing in the first place. Just FreeUp, it's younger than Upwork. I've been using Upwork a lot longer, so we obviously have we built a bigger relationship on there. But, FreeUp came around and me and Nathan met, and there are no fees to just hire people on their platform. So I was going to say it would be Upwork, but I'm going to probably go ahead and say FreeUp is the best one. And I'll leave a link right down here. And if you use this link, if I can type, if you use that link right there, why is it saying edit and try again? Is it not working? I know this is the link, but you get a $50 free credit if you use this link. Or here, I'll put the coupon code in there, and you can just use the coupon code, because sometimes YouTube doesn't like links and it won't allow them, even for me. I'm gonna try and send this again. Nope, it failed. Okay, so here's the promo code. If you go to FreeUp and enter that promo code, when you make a purchase, you'll get $50 for free. So that's the platform I'm starting to recommend now, because it's just like Upwork's getting ridiculous with their fees and everything they're trying to charge. I'm telling you right now, they're going to lose a ton of clients and a ton of business from that. But whatever, not my call. I guess they've already weighed it out and done the math on how much business they would probably lose from doing it. So let me see here. Where else? What else do we have? Contractors. Okay, where can I sign up for the amazing mentorship package? If you want all you have to do is go to the Digital Marketing School link on our website, Digital Marketing School 2.0. I'm going to post it down here for you guys, because I see a bunch of people asking how to get to the 2.0. If you want to get to the 2.0 and get that free year, just go to that link right there, or go to serialentrepreneur.academy, and then find Digital Marketing School 2.0. And thanks for your site, serialentrepreneur.academy. There are amazing articles out there. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, you got to actually get on our blog. We are stepping up our blog game tremendously. That's been a big effort of ours this year, is making sure that our blog content is really, really, really on point, and providing it in a way to where it's a really great guide. Also, if you guys would buy we're thinking about making the Digital Marketing School 2.0 into an ebook, and we would sell that entire ebook for like, I think we're thinking like $59 or $69 for the ebook. But it would be pretty much everything in the Digital Marketing School 2.0, just like an ebook version. No videos or anything like that, but it's much more affordable, and you get a lot of the same training. It's not the exact same experience because, again, you won't have video trainings, but we can take screenshots of the videos to include inside of there. I think it would be something that you guys would be interested in. If you would purchase it for $69, an ebook, and it would be like seriously 150. No, it'd probably be, shoot, there's hold on, there's like 150 trainings with articles, and I would say the average document for a training is at least 2 pages. So it'd probably be an ebook of about, I'd say 400 pages worth of content by the time it was all built out. 400 pages, not content, but 400 pages worth of digital marketing and agency training. But $69 for 400 pages worth of training. I mean, that's basically a college textbook. So we're definitely considering putting this ebook together, and we think it will do really, really well. And we think that a lot of people will like it, because that's what a lot of people like about our program, is we put a lot of effort into the documents that we create to go along with each lesson, because we know a lot of people like to read along with a video training. But anyways, if you guys think that would be dope, let me know, because we're definitely going to put it together if a bunch of people would rather have that version instead of spending the $649 on video. Let me go back up here so we can get some of these other questions now. Hi, I'm just tuning in. I know I am new, but you are amazing. Jess, I'm glad I've been able to help, or at least it feels like I have. What is the best call to action for Facebook ads, and what CPA is? What? Okay, the best call to action for Facebook ads? That's like, there is no one best call to action for Facebook ads. It's kind of relevant to the individual ad itself and whatever offer you're providing, right? I wouldn't put a sign up call to action on a blog article, right? Because we're trying to get them to, or like if we created an ad that was talking to someone about a product or service, and we wanted to take, or not even necessarily a product or service, maybe it was just like, for example, a lot of people, when we try to capture new traffic, we just create an ad talking about how you can start a business, and how starting or how working from home and getting rid of the 9-to-5 job that you're so used to can really be freeing in a way that a lot of people aren't used to. And then we can lead people to an opportunity where they can learn more. Well, we can take them directly from there to a blog article on our site about how to start a marketing agency, right? And talk to them about the financial opportunity that you stand to make if you commit to the process, what you'll need to learn, all of the different aspects of starting an agency. So that for that, the call to action, would be, we wouldn't do sign up, because we're not requesting for them to sign up, right? We're asking them to learn more about that opportunity that we talked about in the video on the Facebook ad. So there is no, and that's why, that question almost does not exist in marketing. What is the best? If you ever catch yourself asking, what is the best? And you're referring to something marketing related, just stop right there and reframe your question and say, what are some effective methods that have worked before? Because there is no, or what is a standard way to do this, or what are some different ways to do this? Because there is no one way in marketing. And I see it more and more every day. There are so many different ways to do so many different aspects of marketing. So you can't rely on one best thing. You have to find some of the best aspects and then try to combine it into something that is beneficial, right? I used your 100 immediate network method, and I may have just found my first client. Oh, yeah. I remember that training now. Yeah, I'm guessing that was from the networking video that we just released not too long ago. But I'm telling you, most people just don't know how to utilize a network and how to and really understanding your network is, people look at and they'll say, okay, well, I don't have that many people that I know. But really, you personally know probably quite a few people, and then you have to look at your immediate and extended network, right? So you take your immediate network of people, which is all of the people that you know or that you're very close with. You don't even have to be close with them, but if you have made an acquaintance and at least talked to them before, then that qualifies. And you try to make a list of about 100 people that you know and start talking to them about your agency, letting them know that you have a marketing agency, and you would love to, if they have, number one, anybody that they might be able to send your way, that would be great. And then you also mention things like you'll give them a referral bonus if they send them your way. You ask them if they know anybody who owns a business, anything like that. And you start building that list into 100 people. And then you start talking to them, then you ask them to reach out to their network. That's called the extended network, right? Or at least that's what I call it. I think a lot of the time I feel like I know I'm making stuff up, or at least terminology, because I just don't feel like sometimes it exists. But like, this is just something that I have a system that I've built for myself. You go with your immediate network, and then you find their network, right? Which is the extended network. It's not yours directly, but you can make an acquaintance to them through your immediate network. But I'm telling you, that method is it's almost bona fide. Like, you will find a client if you make a list of 100 people that you know, and then try to actually communicate with them. Not just, hey, do you know anyone who needs marketing? Please don't do that and then come back to me and say, Jordan, it didn't work. No, you didn't do it the way I said to do it. Don't half-ass things. And that's another thing that kills me. People come to me like, oh, well, I tried to do it this way, like you said, and it didn't work. And then we talk about it, and it's like, okay, well, you didn't do it anything like I said. You actually took this like shortcut version of what I said. And I don't even know how you shortcutted it, because I pretty much make everything into the most simplified version you can. And you didn't get the result you wanted because you tried to shortcut everything. Really commit to things and really understand, okay, well, if I'm going to talk to 100 people, I really need to have a conversation with them. That's what networking is. Networking isn't, hey, do you want to buy something? Okay, buy. That's not networking. That's selling. Networking is, hey, how's it going? I haven't talked in a while, but, since we haven't talked in a while, I just wanted to let you know I started my agency. And you don't even have to, I don't even personally go into it that abruptly. Like, I'll ask them how they've been, what they're up to, how their job's going. Find something that's personal that you can ask them, and then work your way in from there, right? Start to get them to respond to you from there about other things, and ease your way into that conversation. And the best thing is, guys, we have Facebook now. So just go on Facebook and send little messages on Facebook. You can have like 15 conversations at once and knock this out so quickly. But 100 immediate network for networking and finding clients, it's one of the best ways you can start out. What do you do for a client that wants to fluctuate in services in different months when they are busier, like they want to scale down and do less marketing in certain months? Well, really, at that point, you just need to kind of plan for it. You need to plan for that ahead of selling them. So, for example, when you're building out their campaign, or when you're building out their proposal, you need to actually, I feel like when people build out a proposal, they don't actually consider what time frame they're actually in right now. For example, if you're taking on a client in October, right? No. In, let's say, August, all right? You have 2 months until October. What happens in October? Halloween. What happens in November? Thanksgiving. What happens in December? Christmas, or several other holidays, right? Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, there's just holidays, right? All kinds of holidays. Well, you need to be mindful of what those time frames are going to be like and how that could affect their campaign and what you might need to do differently in those first 3 months, because you do need to make adjustments to a campaign. And that's why when you work with clients, after 3 months, you might need to, if they only signed a 3-month contract, that's fine. You might need to make some adjustments, or you might need to make adjustments if, let's say, they signed a contract for a year, but you need to make adjustments before the end of that year to that campaign. Honestly, you don't set up a campaign a year in advance and then just let it run and you keep that campaign consistent, right? You need to make adjustments over time anyways. So, the best thing you can do is plan that out ahead of time, number one, and talk to them about that. You need to really ask them, are there slow months for you? And also, that's kind of the point of marketing, is to make their slow months a little busier. So you might want to even talk to them and suggest that they don't pull out their budget unless it's a seasonal type of business, and like a Halloween company. They only sell Halloween costumes and candy and supplies and stuff like that, right? Okay, cool. But that's only seasonal for them. They only sell one time a year, right? So that would make sense. Or any other business that might be seasonal, like a lawn mowing company. They don't do too many lawns in the winter. They might do leaves occasionally and maybe some minor maintenance, but a lot of lawn companies, they'll do second jobs in the wintertime because they can't do anything else, right? So, that's why I like 3 to 6 month contracts. Year contracts I say for bigger businesses with super large budgets, because you have room for fluctuation in the campaign usually with a larger budget, right? Smaller businesses, it's better to go into 3 and 6 month contracts so you can make adjustments as you go on with the business. But yeah, I would say talk with the business, let them know, number one, they might not want to decrease their budget, because that's the point of advertising if it's not a seasonal type of client. Again, it kind of depends. I don't know enough about the client to be able to answer that completely. But, really, that's all I can say about that. That's the only advice I really have. The best thing, though, that you can do is understanding that before you have them commit to a contract. So make sure that next time when you talk to a client, ask them the question, are you guys seasonal? Do you have slow months where you don't make a ton of money? Why is it that you don't feel like you make a ton of money in that month? Is it just because customers stop buying, or is it because they don't need that product or service in that time frame, right? Why do people stop buying that product or service? Why does it slow down? When clients talk to you about lower paying separate contractors on Fiverr paying less, how do you win the sale in the opening meeting? Nikki, because here's the thing. There's honestly several ways to approach this. The first thing being is, yeah, you can go find contractors on Fiverr, but the issue with finding a contractor on Fiverr is okay, for example, social media managers. If you hire a social media manager, and this is the same thing for that business owner who's trying to bring in a person into their office and be like, oh, well, we could just hire a person and bring them in, pay them $15 an hour and have them manage our social media. Yeah, you could, Mr. Business Owner, but here's the thing that you're kind of forgetting. Facebook isn't just a place where you can come in and just post and get things done, right? We've talked about that. We know that the organic reach sucks. You have to use Facebook ads, right? If you're not using Facebook ads in your local business, organically posting on Facebook and Instagram is pretty much useless, right? Unless you have a lot of engagement or you're a media company, something like that, you're just not going to get the results you're looking for. So you bring in one person to run this social media account, but they're not a graphic designer, so they don't know how to use Adobe or Photoshop to really make those eye-catching or eye-popping little graphics or videos that you are looking for your business. They're not necessarily an expert writer either, so you're going to probably get subpar writing. Though it'll sound decent, it's not really going to do the job of selling and considering, cold traffic versus warm traffic versus hot traffic. That awareness, consideration, and conversion stage or stages that a potential customer has to go through to buy. Outside of that, they also have to understand best scheduling practices. They need to understand how to run offers. They need to definitely understand how to run ads, right? And, we talked about why businesses usually fail with ads on Facebook is because of the fact that they run that one-off type of ad and they don't really run a series of ads considering remarketing and customer intent and stage in the buying process. So you can hire that person, but again, is it really going to drive results for your business? Is it going to provide the return that you're looking for? If you're paying that person, $15 an hour, 40 hours a week, that's a lot of money to commit right there. When you can commit that same budget with me and we can get you guaranteed results, at least compared to what that person's trying to do or would be able to do for you, right? And that's what I want you to understand, Mr. Business Owner, is running a Facebook account is not about having a manager for your social media. Because there's also, we didn't even talk about running messenger campaigns and automations and setup there. We didn't even talk about community management, group building and management. Those are all different aspects that this person would have to be an expert at. And the truth of the matter is, it's hard to be an expert at all of those things. I can't be a graphic designer, an expert video editor, a great copywriter, a great ads manager, understand all of analytics. Like, I can't be an expert at every single one of those things. It's just, you either have to be creative or analytical or strategic, right? Like, that's really all you have between those three options. And it's hard to be all three of those. So that's kind of what you're doing with a business owner, is kind of showing them why it doesn't make sense to spend that money in that area. So they can go on Fiverr, and yes, they can pay less, but they're not going to get the results they're looking for. I guarantee that. You also have to have that argument. You have to understand that you get what you pay for. Mr. Business Owner, trust me. I hire contractors on Fiverr and Upwork and FreeUp all the time for marketing jobs. But even when we hire contractors on those platforms, we don't go with the cheaper options because a lot of the time it is ineffective. We do use cheaper options with specific areas of marketing. So for example, and I wouldn't tell the client this, I'm telling you guys this, like, we have schedulers, people who post things for us and schedule things for us, super cheap. You can actually get graphic design and video editing rather cheaply too if you know the right areas to look, right? And you'll make decent margin on those services. But again, Mr. Business Owner, reverting back to them, you're getting what you pay for. If you're going to go hire a web developer on Fiverr, they're going to build you a website, but I guarantee you this, it's not going to perform well in search engines. It won't, which means it won't rank, which means you actually paid a bunch of money for a website that isn't doing anything to drive sales for your business. When if you do it the right way up front and you spend, I know, a little bit more money, I understand it's a little more expensive, but you're guaranteed that it's set up the right way and you don't have to worry about paying again later when you need to actually realize, or when you realize that you actually need to correct your website. All the businesses in my town don't have Facebook pages. Is this a good money market or bad one? I think I answered that one. Oh, no, I think that was another person's question. But again, it just depends on whether they can afford your services or not. Really, that's the most important question, because it doesn't matter how many businesses out there don't have Facebook pages. You can reach out to every single one of them, but if they can't afford your services, then you just wasted a lot of time, right? So that's really what I look for first. Can they even afford the service? If they can't, there's not really any reason for you to spend time and effort talking to them. Is there a resource you can point us towards to find advertising stats by platform, and also to find drafts, templates for contracts, presentations, etc.? My website, my blog article has a ton of like templates and documents and resources and tools you can use in the blog content, not to mention my YouTube channel. Advertising stats by platform, I mean, you can just go to Google and type that in. That's the thing, as a lot of this is going to come down to you putting in the footwork, especially in the beginning. Like, I don't do as much footwork now because I've set my business up to where I have a lot of people doing the actual footwork. Now I'm doing more guiding of the people doing the footwork, right? But in the beginning, you do have to do a lot of that footwork. So stats you can look up on Google. Drafts and templates and contracts and presentations, you can find all of that on my YouTube channel or in my blog. You might not find all of the templates or drafts or contracts or presentations you're looking for, but I know we have some. The thing is, if you're going to want all of that, you're probably going to have to buy some form of program, which, I mean, like, all of that is included in my digital marketing school, especially the 2.0. How can we forecast return on ad spend for Facebook ads? That is something that I cannot go to in this Q&A right here, because that takes more of a whole, like, whiteboard sit down type of situation and a lot more time than 5 minutes that we have left. I mean, that might be something that I do in a live training in my mentorship program or something. Normally we don't do like super intense, in-depth trainings on these YouTube calls, at least not our YouTube lives, because we do Q&As, and usually it's other questions related. But if we had enough interest, I mean, we definitely could do something on return on ad spend, but I'd have to see enough people saying that they were interested in it. But we simply don't have time today to go into that. We've only got about 5 minutes left. Will Facebook ads work for a funeral company? Idris, yes. Look at remarketing, right? We're looking at people who have visited the website. Facebook ads will definitely work there. You need to be sensitive, though, and understand the market you're targeting here and the emotions they're going through. Do not upset them, because you will make a bad name for that client very quickly. Be very cautious and conscious of who you're dealing with. All right. But yeah, you could totally use Facebook ads for a funeral company. Remarketing and brand awareness would be the biggest things, because again, you don't know when someone's going to die. So you can't advertise on Facebook to cold traffic saying, hey, did you have someone who just died? Like, number one, that's fucked up. But number two, like, you just don't know, right? And you're going to be spending a ton of money trying to target people who don't need a funeral, right? They don't need someone who runs funerals. So you'll do a lot of remarketing and brand awareness, right? Where's my dang notebook? Michael, I'm doing good. How you doing? First time I ever thought of it that way. Networking is like SEO and cold calling is like PPC. Yep. Would you worry about SEO when a company doesn't even have a real website outside of Facebook? No, there is no. I mean, there is, which is, it's going to be their Facebook page, but really, no, you can't sell any other services outside of that. Like, you pretty much have to have a Facebook or a website that's working and functioning properly. That's like the business card. And the business card is really what you're trying to promote via SEO. Do you ever think digital marketing will become oversaturated? No, I don't. And people ask this question all of the time. Like, will the market become oversaturated? Will there be too many SMMA owners out there? No. The reason why is because a ton of people are going to get into this. They're not going to take the right education seriously, right? They're going to get in, they're going to watch YouTube videos and go through blog articles, think that they know what they're talking about, and they're going to go out and fail because they realize, oh shit, it's not just doing that. It's actually a lot more complex and complicated than that. So no, I think probably Ty Lopez has had thousands and thousands, like tens of thousands of people join his SMMA program. And there are still agencies popping up every day because thousands and thousands and thousands of those people didn't get the resources or training or information that they needed to truly do it the right way. Not to mention, businesses will always need marketing, and digital marketing is so you have to understand the increase in market share as well. You have to look at that. There has been a drop in TV advertising, radio advertising, print advertising, billboard advertising. Every other form of advertising that would be considered traditional has taken a drop in their market share, where digital marketing continues to increase in market share every single year. What does that mean? More room for businesses to come in and take some of that market share. And the reason why is because traditional marketing is dying, because digital marketing is the tits. So Just saying. But we're pretty much done for today, guys. Who wants to win a mentorship program? I need you to write, yeah, hell yeah, I want to win the mentorship program. Jordan, please give me a mentorship program. I would love to have a mentorship program in the comments. And also make sure you hit that thumbs up button right below this video, because if you don't hit the thumbs up button, you don't qualify to win anyway, so I won't give it to you even if you answer it right. Manuals, can I get a hell yeah? Gus Sands clearly wants it because he typed yes like 10 times. Alright, other than Gus, does anybody else want to win the mentorship program? Because Gus said yes, but outside of that, it only looks like 7 or 8 people, 7 or 8 of y'all. And there's definitely more than 7 or 8 people on this call, so I need y'all to actually say you want it if you want it. I'm a huge fan, been loving your content, and I would love the mentorship program. If not, keep up the good work and take care, bro. All right. So, let me see here. Okay, I know what my question is. I want to provide you value back. I've got some ideas I want to act in. Oh yeah? You should join our affiliate program then. That's one of the best ways you can provide value back, is just bringing in more students for us. We love that. But also, if you have any other feedback, obviously we're open to listening too. Eric, you're good, bro. I was just giving you a hard time earlier. Don't worry about it. I'm happy to see you're excited. All right, guys, so the question for today is, earlier somebody asked me what is my favorite way to outsource or favorite way to find contractors. I said one platform sucked. What was the platform that I said I am starting to shift all of my new hires to? What's the platform that I'm using now to hire people, or that I prefer now? Nikki said not Upwork. Yeah, the answer is FreeUp. So I'm going to go ahead and give the process the mentorship program. Even though I want you guys to get it right, I'm going to correct you guys because I know it's not traditionally spelt with 3 E's, but it is FREEE up.com/serial entrepreneur, by the way, if you want your first $50 credit for free. That means you get your first VA, you get $50 worth of work for free. Just use it. Trust me, it's $50. Like, why would you not? So you can go to freeup.com, that's freeup with 3 E's.com/serial entrepreneur, or use jsteen50 when you set up your account, and you will get a $50 credit added in. But the process, you won a month for free. So his name's Nathan, not Nick, but yes. Enter the code JSTEEN50 on FreeUp and you get $50 for free. Hulk smash. So the process, make sure to send a message to our business Facebook page and we will get you a month of our mentorship program, again, absolutely free on us. Best day ever, man. Just got an article in my local paper, landed a sponsorship, signed a client, and won the mentorship. Damn, dude, you've had a hell of a day. Like, that's a good freaking day. All right, guys. Well, I've had fun tonight. I hope all of you have had a good time as well. But we are going ahead and going to close this down. If you want to check out the Digital Marketing School 2.0 and get a free year of the mentorship program, which is over 50 trainings for free, all you have to do is go check out the Digital Marketing School 2.0 right now. If you purchase it right now, the full program, you will get a year for free. And even if you don't purchase the full program, if you do one of our payment plans, because some people do, because we have payment options, we have 3 different payment options. But even if you don't do the full year, each payment option has a different option for you to get mentorship program absolutely free. I think we have a 9-month option if you do the middle plan, and then a 6-month option if you do the lowest paying plan. So you're still getting a ton of information. Chris can't find the thumbs up button. If you're on your phone, you have to exit out of full screen and turn your phone vertically, and then it should be just right under the video, right above the description. But the Digital Marketing School 2.0 is $649 for a limited time. And guys, we are actually considering upping the price again because of all of the people and feedback that we're getting on this program. Like, people are loving this 2.0 program, and they're telling us how much they're learning and how it's unlike any other program they've ever taken. Like, because we put so much effort into this damn thing. It was over 160 trainings in the program, like hours and hours and hours of content and training. So anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a great evening and a great weekend, and I will see you all next week. So until then, Serial Entrepreneur out. Bye, guys.